So division of polynomials, it's going to be fun. We're actually going to skip this whole first page. Because they show you how to do it with the box way. Like, you know how you just did the box way of multiplication? You can do it with division, you just work backwards. But I think it's kind of confusing. Like, the box works good for multiplication. It makes it easy to keep organized, but I think with division it's confusing. So we're not even going to learn the box way. I'm just going to take you straight to long division. Let's see if you remember how to do it with numbers. Let's see. So up here, we're actually going to kind of ignore all this stuff. And we're going to ignore this. And we're just going to use this space to do a division problem. Pick a number.
4.
I heard 5, 4, 7.
I said 25.
And you said 25. I heard a 7 in there too. Let's go like this. So 5,425 divided by 7. Can you do it by hand without a calculator?
No, but in my calculator, figure it out.
No. You remember how to do that?
Yeah.
That's old school right there. When did you learn that? Like
That was
It wasn't.
5th, 6th? I was going to say 6th.
That was like 5th grade. That was
Fifth
5th
Good
grade.
grade.
Yeah.
5th grade was long.
Second grade.
You're
I
You're more advanced.
Second
Yeah.
grade?
Yeah. I probably didn't even know how to add.
School did you go to?
Try it if you think you know something. If you don't, I'm going to show you in a minute. Because what you're going to do today is just like that. But
You mean my teacher? And what if you don't know how to do any of it?
then just chill for a minute.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to show you right now. So normally you would go, well, you go to 7 going to 5.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. So then you go again to 7 going to 54.
Yeah, 7 times.
How many times? 7?
Sure.
Yep. And then you put a 7 on top, right? Then you multiply.
Okay.
7 times 7, and you write the answer from your multiplication down here,
Oh, yeah,
right?
I remember this.
So you go 49. What do you do with these?
Subtract them.
You subtract. Yes, that's important. Subtract. 54 minus 49 is
45.
5. Then what do you do with this?
Bring
You bring it down, so you put 25. Or you just do the 2, huh?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You can bring the whole thing down. Or you can just bring the 2 down. And you go 7. How many times is 7 going to 52? 7 again. 7 times 7 is 49. Then you subtract. 3. Bring down the 5. Holy moly, it worked out nice.
Yeah.
That's 5. Whoops. 5 times 7 is 35. You subtract. Your remainder is 0. That's good. So it's just 775, right? Remember that?
Kind of.
Now you're going to do the same exact thing, but with polynomials. So you're going to do it with
What?
stuff like this. So we're going to ignore the box way. And I'm going to show you a couple examples here. Work through it slowly. The process is pretty much the same as that. So you'll do, which one goes on the outside?
The x minus 2.
Yeah, the bottom one. So it'd be x minus 2 on the outside. And then on the inside you do 2x squared plus x minus 10. So rather than thinking go into, we're going to just think a little differently here. And it's going to be the same process. We're going to take the first term of this one, so just this x, and we're going to think x times what will give me 2x squared?
2.
2.
Positive. Negative.
2 squared.
No, 2 squared? No. Someone might have said it. A bunch of people said it. So it is a 2, but isn't 2 times x just 2x? So what do I need? X. Yeah, 2x. 2x times x is 2x squared, right? Well now, okay, we got our thing on top. Guess what? We're going to multiply this times this and write the answer down here, just like we did it before. So when we do 2x times x minus 2, you know how to do that? It's just like this. 2x times x minus 2, little distributive property, right? What's 2x times x? 2x squared, I hope. That's what we were going for, right? And then you have to do also 2x times negative 2. Negative 4x. what do you think we're going to do with that? Subtract. We are. We're going to, and I make sure, don't just put a minus right there, because then you'll forget to subtract that one. That's the trickiest part where people mess up the most on this. You have to subtract the whole thing. So I would put parentheses, and then do each one. 2x squared minus 2x squared. 0. So that's gone. We don't even need that. And then what's x minus negative 4x?
Negative 2.
What happens when you subtract a negative?
So 5x?
You add. Yeah. So it would be 5x. It would be positive 1 minus negative turns it into positive. So that's that. And then what do you think we're going to do with the negative 10? Bring it down. And now we just do it again.
Oh.
X times what will give you 5x?
5.
5.
Positive 5. And then you take the 5 and you multiply by both of these and write it under here. You see how it's kind of the same thing? Pretty much. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10.
Oh.
That's 0.
Yeah, and then if we subtract, 5x minus 5x is 0. Negative 10 plus 10 is 0. So there's our answer.
That's cool.
It's easy, huh?
I know.
You just got to be real careful with your signs. A lot of people mess up that negative part when they're subtracting. Let's do a slightly harder one down here.
So is the bottom always going to be in the front?
Yes. Whatever you're dividing by is always the one that goes on the outside. So we'll do x squared plus 1 on the outside. X to the 4th plus 4x to the 3rd plus 3x squared plus 4x plus 2.
That's
This one will a little something different will happen here. It's not hard, you'll see. So here we go. Just take this front one and think this times what will give me this.
2.
2. I
Nope.
mean,
X
X squared. If you multiply by 2, you'd have 2x squared. You got to do x squared times x squared. That'll give you x to the 4th, right?
maybe.
And then take that x squared now, multiply by both of those. But before you do that, don't write it down there yet. Because watch this. Watch. If you do x squared times x squared, it is x to the 4th. What's x squared times 1?
X
1x
squared.
1x squared. Look what happens when you go to subtract. Can you minus 4x to the 3rd minus x squared?
No.
No, those aren't like terms, are they?
No.
So on this one, I'm going to do x squared times 1, and it is 1x squared, but I'm just going to write it way back here. I'm just going to leave a gap there.
So then you're just gonna do it across and then bring down the 4x.
Yeah, so you would do x to the 4th minus x to the 4th, that's 0. There is no x to the 3rd here. So you have 4x to the 3rd up here minus nothing. So that one's basically just going to come straight down. And then you subtract these because they're the like terms. So you would go 3x squared minus 1x squared, 2x squared, and then bring down the other stuff, plus 4x plus 2. So that makes, that one's a little different. There, when you multiplied, you didn't get like terms exactly. So you got to make sure you're combining the like terms only, and not combining stuff that you can't.
That's cute.
Yes, it is cute. Isn't it? And then you go again. X squared times what will give you 4x to the 3rd.
4.
It's going to have a 4.
4x.
X.
Right?
Yep. X times x squared is x to the 3rd, so 4x times that would be 4x to the 3rd. And then you have to do 4x times 1, which is 4x. But be careful. I would write it way over here. That way you don't get yourself messed up. You're going to subtract, right?
Mm-hmm.
Subtract. What happens to both of them?
Cancel.
0. So what comes down here?
2x squared plus 2.
2x squared plus 2. That's just that minus 0, and that minus 0 is just that. Go again. X squared times what? Give you 2x squared?
2.
Positive 2. And hopefully, 2 times x squared is 2x squared. 2 times 1 is 2. Subtract. Comes out to 0. All of the ones you do for the next few days, your remainder should be 0. You should get 0 at the end. If you don't, you know you messed up somewhere.
So if you get a remainder,
The remainders won't happen until like next week. So all the ones today will just work out nice. And that's it. That's how you do it. I mean, it's just a process of doing all that, keeping track of your signs. So now you're just going to be practicing that a whole bunch of times. Some of them,
I didn't do anything.
You are recording still.
Yeah, sure. You can't use it
some of them that you do maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, you're going to have to,
now. Oh,
yeah, they get crazy.
I didn't check those.
wow.
Like, let's see, what was I thinking? Maybe you won't get this far, Wednesday.
Where are you at?
I'm way far ahead. I was trying to find, there was one I was thinking, oh, like that.
Oh my gosh.
So on something like that, what are you going to have to do first?
What do you have to do?
Yeah,
to
multiply and then divide.
And then you divide the...
Add first.
What do you mean? Like,
So it's just a plus in the middle. It's just combining like terms. So you would do x.
so you're gonna combine like terms and
Yeah.
then do the division?
You're going to simplify the top first. You're going to combine the like terms and then
Okay.
do the division.
That makes sense.
Or like this one. This one doesn't have division. But you need to do order of operations. You need to multiply first and do your box thing if you want. And then take the answer and subtract that. Does that make sense?
I do not.
Mrs. Richens will be here to help you with those. But it's all the same stuff for the next few days. You're either going to be multiplying, dividing, adding, or subtracting these
So if we
polynomials.
multiply them, we can use the box method?
If you're multiplying them, that's when you use the box. Adding and subtracting. Remember, if you're subtracting, remember what to do? Did we do any of those?
No.
You have to distribute the negative 1. It's like multiplying by negative 1 and everything. So that would be minus x squared minus 2x plus 5. Combined with whatever you got after you multiplied those.
Okay.
Okay. Today, for the rest of the class, you're just going to be trying division ones. But then tomorrow and Friday, tomorrow and Wednesday, they're going to be like mixed.
Boss, why are you jumping around?
Can it be Friday already?
So I might as well put the homework right on this video. Huh? Let's see. Oh, look at all these problems to choose from.
Oh.
What page is that?
How could
This
we
is
decide?
the next page. Lesson 3, problem set.
How are we ever going to decide?
There's probably not enough room on here, so
Get a piece of paper.
So just don't do it?
just don't do it. False. Let's see. We got 20 minutes left. That's a lot
Let's
of
do
time.
all 8.
Let's do all 8.
I'm just kidding.
No, this is even.
How about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Okay. Sounds good to me.
6 is fun though. Just 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, 1 through 5?
1 through 5. Lesson 3, problem set 1 through 5.
Okay.
For the
You would
whole
turn that
week?
off
For the whole week?
Yeah.
No, that's like for today.
now.
And then tomorrow you'll get another one that Mrs. Richens will give you. And then Wednesday you'll get another
Where are
one.
you going?
Okay, we get it.
Grandpa's funeral.
Oh, sorry.